many of you know the pain of living with over a dozen birds? Because I need someone to sympathize to. I wanted to record earlier, but birds. Anyway, welcome back to Blue Skies. We're about to be today is the start of the last route. We're doing the Yuri route, and unlike last time where it was mostly sporadic, we're only going to show Yuri scenes like her cutscene, her custom scenes, and so I'm not going to show the. I'm not going to show the sun. I'm not going to show the festival, and I'm not going to show her picking the book for us. Anyway, let's just jump into it. I'd love to. I'd love to talk to Yuri a bit more, especially after she gave me that book. However, she seems to be focused on her own book. I'm worried that I might just distract her. As she lifts up the pages, turn the book, I get a glimpse of the cover. Let's see what she gave me. It looks like she only just started it. Oh damn! I hope she didn't think I was staring at her. Our eyes meet, but her eyes dart away. Sorry. No, it's fine. I didn't mean to stare. I was just spacing out a bit. Oh. Well, if I'd actually been concentrating, I wouldn't have noticed. I meant to ask though, isn't that the same book you gave me? Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites, so I thought I'd give it another read though. Read through. Not for any reason, I assure you. I see. Well, why would you have two copies of the same book? Well, I know I lent you the book yesterday. Wasn't it? Oh no, yesterday, yeah, right. But I figured you might be more comfortable with your own copy. I know how I always feel more at ease when I'm handling my own belongings. If an accident happens, then there's less stake that you could damage someone else's property. So, you're probably less clumsy than I am, though. Yuri, the ever graceful girl, thinks that she's clumsy. Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm as clumsy as you, if not more so. Oh, right. Anyway, after our meeting adjourned yesterday, I went to the bookstore to get you. That is to say, I forgot already. I forgot I had already had a copy and accidentally bought another, and it seems like a waste to just hold into it. Couldn't you have returned it though? They've already closed, so there's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm glad you gave it to me. I'll get started on it right away. That makes me happy to hear. It's the kind of story that really draws you in. If you're not careful, you can lose track of time very easily. I know I've opened it some light reading before bed, only to close it and find out the sun is rising. I'm sure it won't happen to you though. You'll be able to get enough sleep as usual. That is, unless you generally find yourself slacking sleep, in which case you should go to bed earlier. But you can do whatever you want. I didn't mean to overstep my bounds. Don't worry about it, Yuri. I'll be sure to read it earlier in the day. Do you mind telling me a bit more about it? Oh, I'd love to. Now, where do I begin? Yuri delicately closes the book, and her eyes scanning the cover. Well, actually, I want to give you an adequate explanation on my own. If I were to tell you more about the story than I did yesterday, it would lose a lot of its impact. Forgive me if it sounds like I'm brushing you off. That's not what I intended. It's alright, Yuri. Come to think of it, you did summarize it well enough already. Yes. I'm sorry. I seem to have lost my own mind whenever I talk about these kind of stories. Don't you have anything like that, Hope? I guess so. Yuri nods with a delicate smile. Everyone has deeply held interest that stirs a passion within their heart. I suppose for me, that would be my novels, and Yuri cuts herself off, as though she were about to say something she didn't want to. Well, you know what I mean. What's got you into these sort of stories, though? I gestured towards the books and look at her. Do your parents enjoy them as well? Yuri paused for a moment, shyly thinking about down her feet. She seems to have going over what she wants to say in her feet. I've always had an interest in the macabre. The genre can easily throw you in for a loop, while many stories simply content to introduce antagonists and condition the reader to root against them. Books like this one can find their way to flip the narrative onto its head. So when you actually initially find yourself relating to protagonists, you might suddenly find out they're their own worst enemy. I'm rambling, aren't I? Please forgive me. I really should try to think about others more. Yuri, I promise. I'm not mad at you. You're just passionate, which is really cool. It is? For a brief moment, a brief smile teases the corner of Yuri's mouth. Smile. Well, I try not to worry about I'll try not to worry about it too much. But sometimes I get distracted when I think about books and writing. Forget where I am and start speaking my mind. So please forgive me if I say anything unusual. And if it seems like I'm not paying attention, please let me know. I don't think you don't need to worry about the Yuri. It's a literature club after all. Isn't that the sort of thing we be discussing anyway? I suppose so. So on that note, would you like to read a little bit together? You don't need to force yourself to spend time with me if you don't want to. But what do I do? You definitely want to spend your time with me? Of course, Yuri. Book in hand, I slide into the desk next to Yuri. Is everything okay? Yes. I'm terribly sorry. Sorry, Hope. I'm just not too accustomed to reading in company. It's just a solidarity affair with me, you see. Yeah, I can understand how this might be a bit unsettling for you. If it gets too overwhelming, let me know. I won't be offended if you need some space. Alright. I open the book, allowing the hardcover to flop against the desk. As I read through the prologue, I notice Yuri glancing over my book. I'd be lying to say I said it wasn't comforting in a way. But it's also somewhat distracting. I'm sorry. I hope I wasn't distracting you. She can read my mind. Yuri, why do you apologize for all the time? You've really done nothing wrong. Do I? I can't help it. I suppose it's an involuntary reflex. If I preemptively apologize, it lessens both my disappointment in myself as well as others' disapproval of me. I didn't mean to make it so awkward. Sorry. God damn it, Yuri. Is this me? The music stopped, like, slow down for a little bit. I think it's just me. I'm starting to lose my mind. Like, yeah, I'm like 90% sure I just lost my fucking mind. I hate these birds so much. You, off the computer. I tell you this all the time. Ow. I mean, it's okay, don't worry about it. How about we do this? I push our two desks together and slide my back book between the two of them. I suppose that'll work. Yuri puts her own copy away and steps a bit closer to me. I study for the right side of the book between my thumb and that forefinger. And Yuri does the same with the other side. Perfect. Now we can both go through the same pace. Yes. The two of us held together really closely together. The two of us are huddled closely together over the book, carefully reading it. I can see Yuri's gentle face in my profiled vision. She has stern, focused expression, her eyes slowly scanning each page. Shut the fuck up! Get out of my room, you fucking bird. Sorry. Do you need a bit more time with this page? Sorry. I guess I'm not too... You're literally just land and just fly in a circle around me and just sit down on the same thing over and over. God damn it. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not really too quick of a reader. I look over and I gaze to meet. There's a koi sparkling in her eye. It's quite alright, Hope. We can go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. After all, you've been so patient with me today. It's only fair if you're doing it again. It'd be only fair for me to return a favor, wouldn't it? Thanks. I'll try not to take too long. The two of us continue reading in relative silence. Even though we're so quiet, each turn of the page feels as we're connected. Isn't it? As I gently float over her to her. As I let go of the page, it gently floats over to her, and she delicately slides it under her thumb. Hope. And so the story Yuri reveals me back. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. It's fine, what were you gonna say? Oh, well, I suppose I want to thank you for this. I always hoped I could find someone to share my interests in books with. I've never really had anyone to read with me before. Having someone else be there is nice. Really? I would have thought you'd at least have some reading in your family. Yes, well it did, when I was younger, but... She trails off, not finishing the thought. I decided not to press her further on what's going on right now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. I'm just happy you're here with me. With me. Not that I don't want you to be there for me or anything, but... I can't believe I messed things up again. Wait, Yuri. I don't think you've done anything wrong. If anything, I think of that as a compliment. You do? Sure. If I'm being honest, I enjoy your company as well. Damn it, Monica! Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might have enough time to wait too long. Oh. Yuri sighs dejectedly, looking on the floor. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Sorry if you hadn't been looking forward to this. No, it's not that. Don't worry about me. I'm alright. Yuri lets go of the book, closes the cover, handing it back to me. We got through a fair bit today, didn't we? Do you mind if I continue a bit further on my own? Or do you perhaps only read it? Or would you prefer I only read it with you? You don't have to limit yourself on my behalf if you want to keep reading. After all, I've already finished the story before. I guess I'll continue reading a bit tonight. Then we'll have a bit more to talk about tomorrow. Yes, that'll be a good idea, Hope. Be sure to let me know how far you get to avoid spoilers for you. Alright. I skimmed through the book to find a page we left on. The folded in slightly too marked for laser. But I did remember to write a poem, Monica. Alright. I'll just quickly skip this and we'll do these. Let's see. There you go. Let's go to Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Oh, chicken. I actually tapped the chicken. Tap. Yuri's eyes seem to sparkle as she reads my poem. My goodness, this is unparalleled. I think that might be a bit much. Oh, forgive me that I didn't sound sincere. Yuri covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. Don't sweat it, Yuri. I wasn't expecting to hear such a comment from you already. I see. Yuri clears the throat. Well, I want to say it's truly an impeccable poem. Yuri glances down on my back of my poem. So I assume this isn't your first piece, correct? Your composition coordinated a lot of beautiful poetic devices and imagery, indivisive of an experienced writer. Well, I hate this one, but it's kind of my first time doing this sort of thing. You're joking, right? I shake my head. If I end up writing a good poem, it'd be totally coincidental, I'm afraid. I'm seeing. Well, in this case, I think you've got a wonderful gift. Although, if you like, I can offer you some advice for your future poems. Yuri's eyes light up, as though she's been looking forward to this. Please do. I need all the help I can get. I've noticed a few qualities consistent in new writers that showed up in your poem. Perhaps what stands out the most is that you try too hard to make a structure of your poem your own. And that's okay. But if this is the first poem you've written, it might be prudent to consider more traditional structures, couplets, sonnets, haikus, and the like. If you're not confident in your writing style, it'll show you your piece. It's like Yuri is a totally different person once she gets going. She sounds incredibly confident, stands tall, and speaks clearly. Again, that's not your fault. I think that once you study poetry structures and techniques a bit more, you'll be able to put together a truly wonderful composition. I appreciate the feedback, Yuri. It sounds like you're well versed in that sort of thing. Would it be okay if I took Took a look at what you've written? My goodness, of course. Please let me know what you I think it just I think the rest tumble. Okay, yeah, so I'll skip to the next thing. Because we already been at this part. Hello, Yuri. Oh, hello, Hope. Yuri placed the book she's reading down on her desk. I'm not interrupting you or anything, am I? No, not at all. Were you hoping to continue reading today? Well, yes, actually. Would that be alright? Oh, of course. Before we get started, would it be alright if we made some tea? Sure, what do you have in mind? Perhaps I could show you. Yuri stands up and drifts towards the back of the room. She opens up the cupboard and retrieves a glass pitcher. It'll be a moment. Will that be alright? Yeah, take your time. Yuri turns to leave, but suddenly wheels back. Oh, I almost forgot. There's an electric kettle on the cupboard here. Would you mind plugging it in for me while I'm gone? Sure, I'll see you in a bit. This time she leaves the classroom for real. She nervously clutching onto the water pitcher, yet she still appears to me with long, elegant strides. It's quite astonishing to see. She's almost graceful. Oh, where's Yuri off to? You didn't scare away, did you? Okay, I know I have that effect in real life, but fucking hell. What? No. At least I don't think so. I'm just teasing you, Hope. Right. It's not really what I call a good joke, but I don't want to argue. You just wanted to make some tea. So she wanted to go fetch some water. I see. Yuri's really proud of her tea set. Has she shown it to you yet? No? Not yet, no. Maybe you should ask her about it. Tea is a big passion of hers, so I'm sure she'd be happy to talk about it. Who knows? Maybe it'll help you get a little closer to her. Monica, I love you. And I didn't mean it like that, shit. I just realized. And again, I literally just tweeted yesterday, Monica, best girl. So who the fuck am I lying to? Monica Gills. I'm just messing with you again, Hope. At this moment, the door of the club room opens. Yuri walks back in with a full water pitcher. Ah, speak of the devil. Well, I won't keep you any further. Have fun with Yuri. Monica walks away, and Yuri approaches me. Is everything alright? I'm sorry for taking too long. You're fine. Monica was just telling me about your tea set. Ah. A delicate smile plays across Yuri's face. Yes, would you like to see it? Monica must have been telling the truth. She genuinely looks excited to share this with me. I'd be happy to, Yuri. Oh, we didn't go to see it? What the fuck, man? Hope, do you like lemon tea? I like lemon tea in real life, I'll be honest. I love lemon tea. Anyway, I don't really have a preference. I'm sure whatever you give me will be fine. Very well. Yuri sets temperature of the electric kettle at 200 degrees. She then begins measuring out the tea leaves on a strainer. Monica wasn't kidding. You must really enjoy this, huh? Yuri smiles shyly, blushing slightly. Yes. Besides reading, tea is a true passion of mine. A piping hot cup of tea, along with a gripping novel. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Yeah, I guess it does. I have to admit, it's kind of fascinating seeing you be so stacked with everything. Tea isn't our hope. It's a delicate dance. It's a delicate dance where each step must be perfect. Even the temperature of the water needs to be precisely 200 degrees. Really? The tea I make when I'm hastily plopping tea bag and boiling water seems to fine to me. Then again, I guess Yuri's making tea with higher grade ingredients. Once the water is boiled, Yuri adds it to the pot and carefully steeps the tea leaves. She comes to herself delicately and pours a cup for each of us. It's nice seeing you like this. What do you mean? You just seem so relaxed, like you're in the zone. I see. Expressing myself isn't as hard as I thought it'd be. I'm glad I get to do this sort of thing with someone else, especially someone as delightful as you, Hope. Huh? Sorry if that sounded weird. I didn't make you sound uncomfortable. And that's really okay, Yuri. I just want to do all this with you. It's kind of new to me as well. Maybe a bit of company will be easier on both of us. Yes. Where did the chicken go? Why did you leave the room? Why did you decide to leave the room? Did you come back running in, flapping your wings? Why are you like this? Sit. Okay, go play, actually. I'm not lying. It literally just came back running into the room, flapping his wings out of fun. Because they wanted to play. Chicks are weird. I'm talking about the animal, not the humans. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for being patient with me, Hope. Yuri really doesn't have a lot of self-confidence. The least I can do is to her. The least I can do is let her be a little of herself a little. I really with Yuri with the self-confidence thing. I swear to God, these mod makers are watching me. Take the cameras out of my fucking room. I'm sorry. Maybe over time she'll grow to become more comfortable around others. Hope. Would it be okay if we sat on the floor today? I don't see why not. Any particular reason why though? I can rest against the wall and read instead of leaning over my desk. I often have back pains, so it'll be a little easier on me. Oh, sure, I don't mind. Thank you. Sometimes it can feel better to have. Uh, uh, that is to say, based on how she's acting, I guess what she might be referring to, but confirming that would probably make her feel even more embarrassed. I wonder why. You mean you have terrible reading posture, right? I can't imagine you hunching over your books like that with so much is too comfortable. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. So, if we're going to sit on the floor. Yeah, that makes some sense. Let me just get the book. I retrieve the novel alongside a small bag of chocolates. Yuri carries our teacups and places them on the ground, sliding down the floor. Soon enough, the two of us are in the same position as yesterday, each holding on one side of the story. Would it be okay if... Yuri shifts closer to me until our shoulders are touching. Her thick purple hair flops over my arms as she peels over the book. I think I like Yuri being more assertive. Here. Yuri reaches over with a free hand and presents me with a teacup. I carefully accept it, taking a great care to avoid her chest as I do so. I slowly let go of the book and raise the teacup. Yuri subconsciously moves her hand underneath it to better balance the book between us. Her gaze is completely focused on the pages below, and it's almost like you can see the story is being scanned by word in her eyes. As she continues, I take a sip from the teacup. There's a soothing, formal flavor, and it smells wonderful. Yuri wasn't kidding. This is quite relaxing. Once I finish my tea, I take a chocolate from my bag and fiddle with the wrapper. Once I clumsily dispose of it, I plop it in my mouth. I've got some chocolates here. Would you like one? I appreciate the offer, but I don't want to accidentally get smudged on the page. That's a good point. Sorry, I haven't thought of that. My bad. Oh, it's quite alright. I can hold the book for us if you'd like. You know, I just realized that these things right here. Look at all the six folding. Sunlight's cool. Anyway, Yuri grabs the other side of the book and holds it between us. Before I know it, she's transfixed on the story again. I don't think she's noticed, but her arm's resting on the top of my leg. I take another chocolate from the bag and raise it to Yuri's mouth. While looking away, she parts her lips. I don't know if she's realized what she's doing, but she's expecting it now, so I have to follow through. I timidly place the chocolate in Yuri's mouth. As she continues to read, she closes her lips around it. Huh? It looks like she just realized what happened. What? Hope. Yuri blushes deeply, looking at me. Sorry. I wasn't really thinking. No. You're trying to make you feel more comfortable. Right? Suddenly I feel really nervous. Yeah. I just thought you might like some... Yes. If that's the case, then I wouldn't mind another. If that's alright with you, of course. Totally. Yuri tries to look back at the book, but I can tell she's unable to focus on it. I can feel my heart trying to beat out of my chest. Things have gone really tense. I reach down and take another chocolate, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet. Wait, was this how things were supposed to go? Yuri doesn't look away. There's soft pleading in her eyes. As she blinks slowly, I raise my arm. And before you like before, Yuri parts her lips. However, this time, it feels a lot more intimate. Her breath is gentle and warm on my fingers as I place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh, fuck! That scared the shit out of me. Okay, Well, what do we have here? Shut the fuck up! Scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. Oh, fucking hell, man. Yuri jolts back. Sorry, I didn't mean to think things awkward. We do need to share poems now, though. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Great, get things away, and you can join us shortly. Yuri and I sit there dumbfounded. Oh, I, I guess I can take care of the teacups. Yeah. Yuri picks the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bags of chocolate. Without another word, the two of us clean everything up. I don't know if either of us will have the courage to bring this up in the future. To Yuri. Because fucking hell. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri says the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? I'll show him with my mic. Hope. I'm stunned. How is it possible you've already this skilled at writing? It was but a day ago I was trying to give you advice, but now you seem to master it. Perhaps you're a good teacher. I really took your advice to heart, and I tried to compose a great piece with that in mind. Yuri visibly swallows. She coils a slender lock of hair around her fingers and twiddles nervously. You thought of me? Sorry, is that weird? No. How do I put this? How do I word this? It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Having someone value my opinion like that. I know it might sound foolish, but the fact that I was able to inspire you in your, the fact that I was able to inspire you in your is incredibly humbling, and I suppose in a way it just makes me really happy. Wait, surely you shared your writing with others before, right? Yuri shakes her head. Seriously? You're really talented, so I thought you would have shown your writing to others. I primarily write for myself, and besides, I highly doubt that people would seriously enjoy my writing. You really think that? Yuri nods fondly. You really haven't shared with anyone else, have you? Not even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, can I look at your poem now? Yeah. Yes, of course. If you want to see it. Where's this? Oh, we've seen this one. I think, yeah, it's time to skip to the next scene. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri is being overbooked to me. Why is this bird back in my room? Realizing that she's staring, she timidly hides behind her book. Is she over here to stop past Yuri? Perhaps she can help. I walk over to where Yuri is sitting, and slide to the next to her. Sorry if I was distracting you. I didn't mean to stare at you like that. Yuri, it's okay. You're not bothering me at all. By the way, stop it. She sighs, appearing somewhat relieved. I see. Well, I couldn't help but notice you were in deep in thought. Is there something on your mind, Hope? Well, yes, actually. How could he help? Sorry, I hit my mic again. She gently flicks a page on the book, back rubbing her thumb gently against the corner. I'm usually alone with my thoughts, so I know what to look for. Not that I was specifically watching you or anything. Oh dear, I hope you don't think that's weird of me. Don't worry about it. I think being so perspective is kind of cool. Perhaps you can help me with something, Yuri. Her curiosity peaks. She folds the page that she was reading slightly to mark for later. Sorry, I do my mic again. And sets the book and turns to me. Are you sure I'm the right person for that? You do. I do. You seem to have a lot in your head. On right. You seem to have your head on right, so you particularly give me great advice. I see. Well, I'll do my best, I suppose. Okay, so I guess the main issue is actually. Have you noticed something up with Sayori? Sayori. She glances over at Sayori, who's totally oblivious to what's happening around her. Yes, things seem to be really different, you know. Like she's not herself. I tried to ask her about it, and she told me she was tired, but I'm not so sure. Hmm. Yuri looks idly taps on her book with her fingers, apparently thinking things over. But there's a chicken under here. Hi, Chiki. Hi, Chiki. That must be quite worrying for you. I'm sorry to hear she's not feeling well. Forgive me if it is an appropriate question, but do you mind me asking how long you've known each other? Gosh. As long as I can remember, actually. We hung out a lot as kids, but as we got older, we kind of drifted apart. Since I started coming to the club, though, I had the opportunity to spend more time with her. Yuri not contemplatively. Oh, okay, well, perhaps she doesn't feel comfortable sharing what's ailing her? That's not. It's not to say she doesn't think of you as a good friend. You just, haven't really been seeing much of each other recently, have you? Forgive me, that sounds too harsh. I place my hand on Yuri's shoulder. She tenses up for a split second, but quickly eases down again. Yuri, trust me. If you ever bothered me, I'd tell you. You need to stop apologizing so much. It's really okay. Sorry, I didn't mean. I left out a soft laugh. She's really sincere. It's quite endearing. I understand where you're coming from. Perhaps I'll need to work on my way on that level of connection with her again. Yuri folds her arms and tilts her head to the side, allowing her long violet hair to droop down over the desk. Hope, have you heard of the proverb of our three masks? Huh. I don't think I have. Well, to put it simply, every person has three different faces. The first is how we present ourselves to the public, strangers, passerby, that sort of thing. The second is how we present ourselves to our close friends and family, the one we hold dear to our hearts. And the last is reserved to only oneself. It's one's truest representation of our being that no one else can possibly intercept. It's actually pretty amazing. Yuri seems to know what she's talking about. Notice that I said how we present ourselves, not how we feel. I think perhaps the way she reacts and how she feels aren't necessarily the same. I think I understand. What makes you bring that up? You felt as though something was wrong right in the beginning? Correct. Maybe your intuition is trying to guide you towards that conclusion on its own. Of course, that's just my perspective. It's entirely possible that I'm looking too much into it. Although I must admit, I'm curious about her admittedly sudden attitude shift. I wonder what could cause it. By the way, where's that chicken? There he is. I assume you don't know of any potential events that could have happened to impact her life, do you? Nothing comes to mind. Although, as you said earlier, I'm not sure she'd tell me anyway. Wow. She turns to me and faces me, wearing a plaintive smile. I understand that it must be frustrating for you, Hope. You want to help her, but she won't let you. But sometimes, there's ever so much you can do. For now, your best bet would simply be to let her know that you're there for her without prying. I'm sure she would open up to you when she feels comfortable doing so. She's so lucky to have a thoughtful person look out for her. Friends like that are quite hard to come by these days. Monica said something similar to me just now. I rub the back of my neck in embarrassment. You guys give me too much credit. I'm only doing what a friend would do, right? There's nothing extraordinary about what I'm doing for Siri. So humble. Anyway, do you mind if we do some reading? I can't do anything else for Siri, so I might as well take my mind off it. Of course. I'd like to carry on with the Portrait of Markov. If that's okay with you, that is. Yeah, sure, that'll do fine. But before we get to it, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I mean, you've been super supportive, even though this stuff doesn't have anything to do with you. So I really appreciative. You're a genuine person, Yuri. Not to mention, you've got a good taste in literature. I don't know what to say. I mean, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Sorry. It's just that you're really mature and insightful, and for someone like me who isn't very good with emotions, you hit on the nail, and you really hit the nail on the head. Sorry, I'm just not really used to people being so nice. I frowned. That's quite surprising. Sure, she's a bit quiet, but she's really got her heart in the right place. That's okay. I should be a bit more mindful. Shall we start reading? If you don't mind, thank you though. I'm glad you joined the club, by the way. Oh, we can skip? I think we're just going straight to poetry. Yeah, to Yuri. Hope, it's amazing every time you show me a new composition. Your Your poetry's phenomenal. I can't fathom how you're able to write this so naturally. The words flow through the pace of vigor. I can't imagine. It even makes me feel somewhat jealous. It's so easy for you, where I find myself stressing about each piece. Yuri, I don't think that's entirely accurate. I don't have any inner talent for writing. But I do know what a incredibly still writer for those work motivate me to do my best. And that's you, Yuri. Oh my goodness. Yuri gently smiles to herself, closing her eyes. That feeling. I have no idea what sharing my poem would be like for this. It's so freeing. Yeah, it is. I can't believe you never started writing before. I think some people would love to see your work. You say that, but I'm not sure it's that simple. Huh? How so? Well, Yuri looks out the window wistfully. Hope, do you know what I do in the afternoons? I like to find a quiet spot and to eat lunch by myself. It's a wonderful time to reflect on things without distraction. In fact, I'm also able to catch up on my reading. Do you know why I enjoy reading so much, Hope? There's so many amazing types of people within the pages. People who might infatuate you, or perhaps someone who can make you smile in your darkest moments. It might sound pathetic, but it makes me feel better about my solitude. It's almost like I have my own group of friends. Is that weird? I don't have to worry about disappointing them. They don't find joy in derailing me, and they don't hate me for acting so insufferably pretentious. Yay. Do people say these things about you? People might think I'm haughty or I'm a know-it-all, but actually, I know nothing useful about the world. I might be able to tell you what defines a Shakespearean sonnet, but I'm totally lost when it comes to socializing. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now, because it became apparent that something was missing. You. Me? Are you sure? Yes. The fact that you're willing to be patient with me. It means a lot to me. I know there's many things wrong with me, Hope. My diction is irritatingly slow. I've never been to find confidence in my own opinion. And I look forward to hitting depths where they don't exist. And despite all that, you didn't leave me. Hope, I can count on one hand on the number of people I feel comfortable talking to. You're one of those people. And, I'm so grateful for that. I see. On my eyes, you're an incredible person. It'd be weird if I didn't treat you nicely, you know? Yeah, I joined the club hoping to meet some new people. And I got to meet you. Yes. I'm glad that I got to meet you. Yuri hides her face in her hands. However, I know she's smiling a little. Do you want to show me your poem? Yes. Yes, I do. Let me get it for you. Heartbeat. Okay, I think this is a new one, actually. Let me look at the video quickly. I need to check this. Because sometimes I forget whether or not these are new or these are old. That is not the right channel. Wait, what the fuck is my liked videos? Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm done. It's just videos. Also, I know I haven't acknowledged it, but thank you guys for like 10 subs on this channel. That really does mean a lot. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to find this poem. Okay, yeah, this is a different poem then. Yeah, this is a different poem. Heartbeat. Floundering eye. Yeah. Foundering eyes. Yeah. Foundering eyes. Expectation. Expensation. I don't know how to read cursive, by the way. Flowing liquid congregation. Rhythmic pulse of candid blush. Delicate notes. Thoughts that rush. A consonant quail. Quietly quelled. Sleepy ribbons of bliss excelled. Careful hearts are wild and flimsy, patched on a broken, ultimate whimsy. Nimbus nameless traits of dainty tracks. Final thoughts, no turning back. Irrepress, express, irres, ir, irrepressible. I'm trying to read. Fervent, drive to breathe. Kindness, calm, they'll never leave. Exhaled glow, influorescent moss. Grateful steps on love and loss. Happy thoughts on hidden grief. A caution cut, crimson leaf. Wash. Thrashing thread of untamed gaze, cacophonous chaos of hearts ablaze, sparkling sounds of silent desire from strawberry rhythm that never tire. Damn! I need to learn how to read cursive again. Anyway, finish the poem. I started to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it, she looks away. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? No, of course not. I mean, I don't know how to respond. Despite Yuri's poems being extremely cryptic, it wasn't too hard to figure out what this one's about. Yeah, pretty easy. Maybe it's hypercritical of me, but I'm not sure I can explain this one. Don't worry, the meaning's pretty clear to me. Yuri has a hard time in speaking than usual. Oh, shit, I got it again. I did it again. I gotta move it closer. There you go. You must have put a lot of time into this one, have you? Yuri nods. Well, I'm really happy you showed me this poem. So thank you. I hope we can spend time together. A small smile plays across Yuri's face. Once again, I hand the poem back to her. Instead, Yuri takes my hand and pushes them back aside towards me. I hesitate to respond to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Yuri smiles again. There's something so pure about it. You always know when to say hope. Perhaps someday I can make you feel good too. Yeah, I'd like that. Yuri finally turns back towards me. We should probably start talking about the others. But I'll see you later, won't I? Yeah, I promise, Yuri. With that, Yuri pivots around on her heel, making her way back to her desk. Let's go, bitches. To Sunday. It's Sunday, bitches. Sorry, I was listening to music while I was trying to hurry up. Anyway, it's already Sunday. Wait, just making sure I'm not here. And I've been getting extremely anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's exclusively an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it comes to two of us. Meanwhile, I've been texting constantly. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I can actually learn more about her. I peek out my window and notice Yuri. She's not supposed to be here for a little while. I love this music, by the way. I go downstairs and open the front door. I was worried I was at the wrong house. I probably should have asked about it earlier. No, it's okay. You're a bit early, though. But that's alright. I'm glad I took time to tidy up things before she arrived. If she had arrived early and I hadn't done anything, I would have been really embarrassed. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I suppose I was a bit anxious that I followed your directions wrong. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Well, I did actually have a bit of trouble. Is that so? You had texted me a little surprise yesterday, and I was supposed to pick them up today. I probably would have worked better this way, but she was able to get exactly what she's looking for. Well, we should be able to take some time from the art room at school. As long as I could leave my things at your house first. I ran out carry them with me. Sure, no problem. I quickly open up the front door of my house, and Yuri places her things just past it. That way, we'll be able to see them as soon as we get back. Right then, shall we? After we quickly start walking to school. The weather is beautiful, and a light breeze blows through the streets. Yuri's rather quiet, but she doesn't seem annoyed. I've come to learn that she tends to appreciate things from afar, so her silence isn't too worrying. It's odd being at school on a weekend. The mood of the place feels totally different without the crowds and students in here. It leads me in the long corridor until we reach a large, imposing room. This should be it. With a slight creak, she opens the door and heads inside. A smell of dried paint lingers in the air. Well, not terribly large. The room should have what we're looking for. Okay, so we'll need a large cloth banner and some paints. Do you have brushes already? I think so. It couldn't hurt to get some more. Yuri strides through the classroom with a determined look on her face. It's quite a stunning contrast how she usually appears. I kinda like it. She bends down, pulls a long thick sheet of fabric from the shelf and down below. With surprising haste, she folds it into a neat bundle and tucks it into the arms. You know, Hope. Yeah? Why, well... Yuri closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I know we haven't started yet, but this is nice. We're doing something so simple together, yet so uninterrupting. Huh? That's a bit forward, isn't it? Yuri seems to think so, as her face blushes. I didn't mean for that to sound so serious. We're not even decorating yet, and I'm ruining things. She retreats in a small, purple shroud of hair, fidgeting with the loose strands. Now, this is the Yuri I'm more accustomed to. Yuri, I thought we went over this. You don't have to worry that much. I know just your way of expressing how excited you are, and start working on your part of the festival. On our part of the festival, and I'm excited too. Okay, if that's how you really feel. I nervously scan the shelves, picking out the various items, paints, various different paints we've. Oh, pee-pee. I didn't know you would do. In the end, we spent a lot more time than I was expecting here. It seems like Yuri pays attention to quality of what she wants. But if things go well with Yuri today, and I don't mind. Right, shall we head back to my place and get started on this? Yes, we should have exactly what we need now. Once we're back at my house, I unlock the door and guide her in my bedroom. There should be enough space for us to work on a banner up there. As soon as I'm in the room, Yuri wanders around my room curiously. Hope, your room is incredibly tidy. I cleaned it before you came over. So, you didn't have to do that just for me. No. I would have been really embarrassed for my room to be messed while you were here. I see. That makes sense after all. A clean room makes a clear mind, doesn't it? Clean can be very therapeutic. I know I must be more than happy to help you. So please, what kind of host would I be if I left this place a tip? A tip? I don't get that. Besides, I'd like to know where everything is in my room. Everything has its own place, you know? Yuri nods and walks over my desk. She carefully studies the various collectibles I have in my set. Suddenly, she reaches down and... Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Do forgive me, Hope. I shouldn't be poking around the property of others. I don't know why I did that. It's okay, I just, well... Never mind. I managed to catch her before she's got a chance to look inside. There are things in there that I'm not really comfortable sharing with others. It's fucking hentai, I knew it. I let go of Yuri's fist and she starts to fidget her hands, gently squeezing them. So, what do you have planned, Yuri? Yes. I thought about some ways we can transfer the club room. With the right atmosphere pieces, we can morph the world into our own citadel of section, our domain of decoration, our, Yuri blushes. Perhaps she feels like she got a bit carried away, though. That sounds ambiguous. What kind of atmospheric pieces were you thinking of? Well, even though as simple as adjusting the lighting or employing some aromatherapy would be wonderful. Wow. I'm impressed, Yuri. You really put a lot of thought into this. It's nothing, really. I was just hoping that I could make our recital an event that plucks us at the soul. I thought our minds, our visitors can envision our struggles and strive vicariously. That sounds intense. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummaged her bag. She lets out a cylinder. She pulls out a cylindrical wooden object and places it on my desk. I thought of covering the windows up and having the small candle provide the room's illumination. I think it would make our event much more of an intimate affair. Don't you agree? Yeah. The way Yuri words that sounds a bit more forward, doesn't it? I choose not to press it though. What is the wooden thing though? Oh, that's an oil diffuser. It's actually my personal one from home. Tell me, Hope, how much do you know about aromatherapy? Not as much as I'd like to think. Well, let me show you a little about it. I believe the scent of an area completely alter how we perceive it. Being able to alter the aura of the room like that, there's something magical about it. Yuri opens it up and retrieves a tiny glass bottle of a bag, along with the bigger plastic one filled with water. She empties the large bottle in the diffuser and caps the tiny bottle and adds a few drops of it, then pushes the button. Within seconds, the delightful smelling mist delicately floats out of it. Wow, that sounds wonderful. What kind of stuff are you adding into it? That's my favorite essential oil. It's diverted from jasmine flower. It has a beautifully alluring scent. Wouldn't you agree? It really does smell nice. Is there a particular reason you chose it? Well, it's true jasmine has relaxation. It has various other properties. It enhances your emotion and stirs the mind. What might simply be curiosity can go into an enrapturing awe and wonder. A mild interest can blossom into an exciting infatuation. Some would describe it as an atmospheric, but I think it had more to do with the warm feeling it could give you. You're drawn to it, your heart pounding along the world around you. Doesn't that sound pure pulchritudinous, Hope? Yeah. I think that'd be perfect. I'm not sure what that word means, but based on her reaction, it must mean something good. You're quite an expert on this, aren't you? I'll trust your judgment. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She reaches again to her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What were those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah. What will those be used for? I'm gonna cut each piece of ribbon to hang on the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the kanji paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'd also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It might attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I didn't know you were so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles, with red cheeks. It just means she's more relaxed when it's two of us. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels when sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Hope. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on this paper, doing my best to match my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand round ribbon to her desired length, but I need to drink water. Like Tiamin. Then she reaches in her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern. I hate trucks. They have an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks fancy. Well. You're embarrassed. Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm funny how nervous does you get about sharing. Well, it's very interesting to say. Is be into, I guess. But I think it suits you. Suits me? Yeah, kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? You relax your expression once more. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me a knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Hope. Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. I can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and looks at the wound, feels the wound a bit closer. She stares at it and only fidgets. Where do you keep your first aid kit? We need to sterilize the wound, get it wrapped up, then wrap it up in to help the airflow. Do you have any gauze? It should. I raise my hand, cutting Yuri off. Yuri, I don't think it's that serious. It probably just needs bandage. Yuri's eyes narrow, perhaps afraid that she went too far. But I appreciate your concern. Will you be okay for a while? Oh, yes, of course. I quickly run to the kitchen and rinse out the cut, then apply a small plaster. It stings a little, but it should be the worst of it. As I return, Yuri's eyes dart around the room. As she was too embarrassed to look at me. I went a little bit overboard there. I'm sorry I made things awkward. Yuri hangs her head shamefully. Yuri, my parents are doctors, so I tend to attempt to most of the severe conclusions when it comes to personal energy. I never know how to read the situation. I'm sorry for making you feel out of place. In your own home, no less. Yuri, she looks too harsh on herself. How do I fix this? It's really okay. Your heart was in the right place. She doesn't look up. I appreciate your concern with me, but I'm fine, see? It's only a tiny nick. It's my fault anyway for being so careless with your knife. I see. The panic in her eyes evaporates, embraced by a calm and stillness. Seeing her ease a bit is reassuring. Maybe the old diffuser is helping. Thank you for being patient with me, Help. Yuri says giggling. It's really cute. I was definitely not expecting it. My face goes hot. I clear my throat. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the kanji. What's my chicken doing? As I finish tracking paper on the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it looks very efficient on this door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It looks wonderful, isn't it? Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Remember to paint a banner? I'd like to make something with that. Study the display in the club room. Oh, that's right. You made a big deal about fetching a banner in the art room. She must have been looking forward to this. Could you treat the paintbrushes in another room? I could stay here and unreel the banner. Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. Thank you so much. I head downstairs to pick up a bag full of acrylic paints. There's mixing palettes and several different colors. Sorry, chicken. I stopped to fill a couple of cups of water for diluting the brushes afterwards. Then go back upstairs. Yuri? Hope. As I open the door, Yuri is holding rolling her sleep in her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so. Oh, sorry, chicken. I thought that was the slipper, not you. Let's get to work. I can't shake with the feeling, but there's something she's not telling me. But I don't push the point further. So, I think we did a color gradient across the banner. It would look wonderful, starting with warm colors, then blending into the darker shades. I thought a day-to-day cycle would be really pretty. Once it's finished, we could write something inspirational across it. We could hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the class. Oh, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, in that, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. I kneel down on the opposite side of the banner as Yuri. Yuri uses a fruit brush to net a few dots of color, a different color across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint them. It kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on this banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. If it's too mature for you, then I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean it like that. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, I suppose it is. I'm glad you feel that way, Hope. Yuri places her brush down, pondering herself. Most people our age want to do wild things, but I'm usually more comfortable doing something soothing. I'm quite content with just a bit of company, even if it's something simple like reading. We don't need to be talking a lot. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a lot nicer. I think that's all I need to make me happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused painting brush, but I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? I don't think so. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should ask you to get that from me. It's not your fault. On your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's only my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel when I dampen with hot water. I return to her room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. Yeah, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is there something wrong? It's warm. I just didn't expect it. Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to check my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Hold on a moment. Huh? Just for a little longer. It's really nice. Sorry. I was just told to do stuff. But, okay, there we go. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression I recognize when she reads her books. Almost like she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. Sorry. She breathes gently, half thought. Half through a slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a hinging sensation through my arms. Then suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri pulls away, slowly warning. Sorry, I've been feeling a bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements are a bit more clumsier, as she's not able to focus. I remain silent, focused to ignore the events that just transpired. I hesitate to achieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should be it. I begin filling the light sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. I need it to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. Then I could do the lettering in the club room before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Am I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a bit? No, it's not that. Wait. My wires be doing shit. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could spend extra time after finishing the work. Well, everything's to yourself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait a little longer. I'm sorry. The fuck? I was hoping we could spend more time as well. It's probably my fault. It's probably my fault. I'm sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. Where the fuck did you go, little one? You gotta stop leaving the room randomly. And the important thing is that we get everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be too disappointed. I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things. Yuri seems to be downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time this can happen. Once she packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Let me know if there's anything. Let me know if there's anything you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's kind of we don't have much time we wanted. But because we can do it again. Whenever you want. You can come over and we can go out anywhere. Somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble on my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, so you're very thoughtful, Hope. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't want to make things awkward, but I would like to spend more time with you as well. She slowly... She takes a slow deep breath and releases my hand. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, I'll see you at the festival. With one last smile, Yuri starts to head home. She looks back at her shoulder, but quickly turns back around. I'm really grateful that I got deals with Yuri. I enjoyed my time with her a lot. The way she simply enjoys having company. I understand exactly what she means. Tomorrow's gonna be incredible. I just know it. Okay, now let's go to next weekend, because fucking hell, we know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And look before we do. Shut up, I like that. Fuck you all. To the next weekend, because fuck, we're skipping festival. I don't want to deal with that shit again. Sorry, I didn't realize I was like too into singing again. Anyway, I quickly flipped to where I left off last night and started reading. It's really quite a captivating book. If all the novels Yuri reads are like this, I can see why she's so absorbed into them all the time. Although maybe she's just rubbing off on me. I'm in the middle of a chapter when I notice a tap on my shoulder. Oh, Hope, is that you? I look back at my table and see Yuri standing over the other side of the table, as if on cue. A thick, dark book is snugly resting under her arms. I'm sorry if I startled you. I suppose I just surprised to see you. Give me some credit, Yuri. I enjoy a good book too. Oh, I didn't mean to insult you or anything. It's just I'm trying to make things a little more comfortable with humor. But that predictably fell flat. I remember that Yuri tends to think those sort of things, comments, to heart more than other people might. Relax, I'm just kidding around. I see. Yuri's shoulders visibly relaxed. Would you mind if I asked you what you're reading? Oh yeah, it's actually Portrait of Markov. Yuri's eyes lit up when I heard those words. Oh, I'm really glad you're enjoying it. That is, I assume. Don't worry, Yuri, it's a really good book. Yuri sighs a little in relief. And then I stand by my first statement, Hope. Anyway, speaking of books, this is not a book-related thing, but it's a chicken under here, and it is soft and fluffy. It is soft because its feathers are soft, and it's fluffy because its feathers are fluffy. Anyway, if you're enjoying Portrait of Morkov, I'd like to introduce you to other books like that. Yeah, that'd be great. I have full faith in your taste when it comes to books. A small smile plays across Yuri's face. Actually, I had a thought. I know a wonderful place nearby that we could go right now if you'd like. Huh? Really? Is there another library or something? I suppose it's related. Well, lead the way. I wasn't doing much here anyway. Thank you for coming along despite the short notice. It's no problem at all, Yuri. I felt flappy. What the fuck are you birds doing in my room again? Only the chicken's allowed in here. They left. Again, I can't be amazed how much Yuri is taking charge. It's really quite nice seeing her break out her shell a little bit. She does have an air of mystery in her still, but I guess I'll start learning more about her as each day passes. The two of us had started heading away from the library. So where are you headed, Yuri? I intended for it to be a surprise. Do you like surprises? If so, you have my deepest apologies. No, it's fine. I'm just curious, is all. It's like a sort of adventure, huh? Well, I suppose if that's your imagination wants to interpret it, I'd incline to agree. Even though I'm currently with Yuri, the situation reminds me of. I'm currently with Yuri. This situation reminds me of the time I spent with Yuri back when we were kids. Always running around the neighborhood, acting like we were on some grand adventure. Sayori, I haven't spoken to her since the festival fiasco. Maybe a good idea to Hope. Is everything alright? You seem to have spaced out a bit. That's nothing. I'm just thinking about things. I see. We're almost there. Just a little further to go. Continuing onward, we passed some trees until we come across a small clearing. Oh wow! Before us is an amazing sparkling lake. Gentle waves dance, chicken, delicately across the surface, carried by a soft wind. Isn't it wonderful? It's lovely. I've always liked this pond. Oh, you've been here before then? Mm-hmm. With Sayori. Many years and years ago it is. I see. Hope. I don't know about you, but I find this place is the perfect place to come to when I need a bit of space to myself. Oh, do you come here often? Not as much as I did when I was younger. For a split second, a pained expression comes across Yuri's face. Some days were she shakes her hand. Anyway, perhaps I can give this to you. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a mossy-sized book. Here, I think you'll enjoy this one. Yuri, you don't have to go out of your way to give this to me. It's okay. I've read this one so many times, it could do with a new owner. Besides, the best thing about a story is how it can be shared. No matter who reads it, you're never gonna find two people with the exact same opinion. And, Yuri nervously plays with her hair. After you've been so kind with me, I want to do something nice to you too. I see. Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely give this a read and let you know what I think. I turn over the book with my hands. The cover is hard and glossy. The pages showing small signs of wear. I guess Yuri wasn't lying. She must have read this book at least 50 times. I wonder what this makes the story so important. As I turn back towards her, I notice intently as she's staring the lake's gentle surface. When was the first time you came here? She looks up to me quizzically. You said this place is special to you, right? I want to know why you feel that way. Right. She sighs and leans on a wooden guardrail. I stand quietly by her side. Well, I suppose one day, when I was younger, things were particularly hard. Do you ever get those days, Hope, where nothing seems like it can be good again? That's pretty dark, isn't it? So something about this place makes you feel better? Not quite. I just came here one day. I'm not absolutely certain how I found this place, but I remember running a lot. But before I knew it, I was out here. In the sea of chaos, things felt sincere, however briefly they might be. Everyone needs a place where they can call their own, somewhere they can decompress, without worrying whether it's not someone will intrude on them. And is that place for you? Yuri nods. It's peaceful here. The sound of the water playfully lapping on the shoreline. The plush grass below, the nurturing trees above, providing a loving shelter to embrace me in the midst of the elements. It's the kind of thing I missed. Have you shown this place to anyone else besides me? Like your parents? Yuri pauses, staring in front of her like nothing particular. I might have. It's kind of place my father would have enjoyed. He used to do watercolors in his spare time, you see. He does not do it anymore? Yuri doesn't respond. We can bring him down here sometime. It'll give him that bit of inspiration he might need to get going again. That's a good idea, I hope. Maybe I'll do that. Hopefully he enjoys it as much as I am right now. This place is really incredible. Yuri smiles softly. I'm glad by maybe sometime we can come by again. Yeah. We could bring like a blanket and have a bit of a picnic. That sounds nice. I'll hold you to that. Yuri giggles. I'll look forward to it. I feel my face flush as the idea. A picnic with Yuri. There's something so playful about that. I chuckle myself as the image in my head. Yeah, that would be nice. Two of us continue to pass the time looking over the lake. I'm surprised how content I am to just sit here with Yuri. Normally, I want to do something a bit more exciting, but right now, I'm perfectly fine with this calmness. However, Yuri seems to begin to shift uncontrollably. Yuri, is everything okay? She jumps, apparently not expecting that. Yes, there's something I need to do that I just remembered. She quickly gets up, nervously picking at the cuff of her sleeve. I'm sorry to leave on such short notice. Please don't think ill of me. Yuri. Huh? I stand and meet her at eye level. You really gotta work on your self-confidence. You apologize for things that aren't even your fault. It must be so difficult having to go through your head all that time. Yuri looks at her, looks around her, unsure how to respond. You're really too kind, Hope. I mean it. You're a wonderful person, Yuri. Yuri blushes slightly. Well, shall we head back now? Only if you promise you'll be kind to yourself, okay? I'll try. Thank you for coming to see the lake with me today, Hope. Thank you for inviting me. I had a lot of fun today. I'll see you on Monday, okay? Yes. Let's see you then, Hope. Let me know what you think of that book. It's really very dear to me. Of course. Take care. With a polite wave, Yuri turns and walks away. I'm happy I got to spend time with her, but I hope she's doing okay. I feel like she's not telling me. I'm probably just overthinking things again. Maybe crack open a book Yuri gave me. That bird is back in my room. You heard the bird? I did nothing, it just flew away. Sorry, I'm reading that poem, the little word is right there. Oh my god, I just realized the color. Anyway, yeah, this is for in case I end up going to bad route like last time. Anyway, let's do it here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time with a brand new episode of Blue Skies. Anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.